Hey, I'm Marta with InnerArtistry, and I recorded a video just a few hours ago about firefighter parts and the internal family systems model. And internal family systems is a way of looking at what's going on inside of us as made up of inner parts. And so it's really normal that one part of us wants to be going out to clean up the garden. That's what's going on in me. And other parts want to do things like eat chocolate, take a nap, avoid at all costs. And I love this model because it's a way of welcoming every single part of us, knowing that every part has a good intention. And I wanted to say a little bit more about this. First of all, I wanted to show off this lovely decoration on my shirt, which is the same outfit I was wearing in the last video, but you couldn't see this decoration. And I just wanted to say a little bit more about what it's like to relate to the firefighters with compassion. So I was talking about in this first video about how I'm just noticing a lot of distress in my system lately. And one signal that let me know that was happening was that I started wanting to eat chocolate, even for breakfast and even when I wasn't hungry. And I ate a bunch of Halloween candy, which I don't normally do. And that was a signal to me that there was something really stirred up, and I wasn't even aware of it earlier in this week. But the first signal was wanting to eat chocolate at these times and in these ways that I don't normally do it. So I was like, at that time I was like, I wonder what's going on. I wonder what's coming. And sure enough, a few days later, the distress has really amped up. It has to do with world events. It has to do with some ancestral stuff that's really going on inside of me and some in my family line. And it also has to do with personal deep wounds that feel really at the surface lately. And, nothing major going on to trigger them, but it seems to be the time to be cleaning it out. And it feels like a lot of the time, like I am so uncomfortable, I just want to be scratching my skin off. Or I'm looking for absolute distraction of Facebook, or please somebody text me, or please somebody email me. Not that I want to do email. I don't want to respond to it. I don't want to have to do work for it. Those would be the manager type parts. I just want somebody to text me and distract me from these uncomfortable feelings, which is the role that chocolate plays too, right? So my firefighters are on the lookout for ways to help me cool down the process and manage the feelings. I was so appreciative. My husband took my son out this morning and I had several hours to myself. I had an amazing time crying. It was so great and so relieving, and it's like I can really get to the heart of the feelings and release it when there's space around me to do that. But life isn't always practical like that. Like I have an 8-year-old here who needs my attention, and we've got to get groceries and work our jobs and do the normal functioning thing. And so when it's getting into that functioning time, that's when I'm noticing this feeling of wanting to scratch my face. Or I don't mean to make light of that. Some people literally want to hurt themselves, but it's just this creepy crawly feeling all over me, like I'm just uncomfortable. And that I'm looking for these kinds of distractions, but I don't want to actually do any work. Which is, to me, is just a big signal that the firefighters are waving the flag. Hello, we need help. We need comfort. So, it's just something to notice in yourself. If things get out of balance and you're more uncomfortable than normal, and, so then you can start asking the questions well, what can I do to make this more relieving for every part of me, inside of me, while this is uncomfortable? Because I know this wave is going to pass, and I'm finding times and ways to get to the deep feelings and the deep releasing. So, I trust that there's healing going on. So for me, it doesn't feel like the firefighters are suppressing it. It's just balancing out that I can't live in that time of releasing all the time, or at least I'm not there yet. Maybe someday I will be able to, but while I have to go attend to other life stuff, it's just uncomfortable. So those are my other thoughts that I would share about firefighters. And if you are feeling uncomfortable these days, let's support each other. I'm hosting a new weekly group on Fridays. It's free. It's a time for We're going to do a little connection time to connect to the energy of music and creativity, and then it's like co-working time to do creative projects. So you could do music, you could do art, you could even use it to work on work. But connecting to that energy, I feel, amps up our connection, our field, our potential, and helps us stay focused, helps us go deeper with the projects. So, that's one way to deal with these really intense times. All right, thanks for watching. Wishing you all the best. Bye.